Hello, good morning. Welcome to another ES Futures trading stream. Today is Tuesday, June 18th. Tomorrow is holiday. It is 9:18 a.m. Eastern Time in the US. We are in the middle of the rollover period. The rollover period is in full swing. You know, these kind of days are very it can be a lot of things can happen, and I had a tendency now, right now I to walk, to not to do much, or to be very careful, or have this mindset that I'm not going to do anything today during this week, because just the markets just behave really weird. I was checking yesterday, for example. I was checking the volume negotiated we have yesterday, about 3.6 million, right? And we have 3.6 million and 1.5 June, 1.5 million. September, a little bit more than 2 million, right? But even here, if we have to, let's update this. Let's see if this changes here if I update. Okay. Even if you add this one, obviously these are just estimated, right? Just add this one to this one. How much do we have? Okay, we have 3.6. Okay, right? 3.6. This one to this one. Now, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to check how much volume June contract has. 350,000. Now the overnight 70. Let's call it 400. Okay. All right. Let's round it out to 500. That's a lot, like 80,000 more. 500. What about this one? 860. It's overnight 116. So that gave us 900. Let's call it a million. Right? This is 1,500,000. And how much do we have? 3.6. Where are, the other 1.5 that is missing? So there's a lot of things that can happen here. The dark pools, stuff that we don't have access to, we don't even know, right? But this gives us an idea what kind of things are around these markets, right? There's a lot of things that we don't know that hedge funds can do or will do in order to hide what they are doing. So this is one of those rare occasions when you can see there's something here, right? There's something here that we don't know. And what happened here in this market? We had tremendous amount, of emotions. Very emotional market, my God. And you just check here, right? This is a breakout, right? This is a range. Once you have a breakout at the previous day range, then we have the potential destination is the opposite side. The upper side, right? Which was a non-excess high, a non-excess all-time high. You have an inside bar here, but the way how this was conducted, then you will see some bursts to the upside, which was quite obvious. Here, you can see it more in Nasdaq, right? For example, the market may have been here, and then you just have something start trading here, and then another one No, it just keeps going higher like that. The way how is trading is just very questionable. It is when there is something that is I cannot understand, or maybe I don't have an idea. That makes me aware of what can be going on, right? But traders just get hyper excited, FOMO gets all over the place. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 distributions yesterday. And the latest, the latest liquidation that we have at close didn't even close the last one, these upper distributions here. Volume very low volume, really thin markets we are having now. So I am betting. I have woke up today. I closed my day. When I was doing my homework, I just said, man, I don't want to do anything to do with this market. Whatever's happening here, I don't want to be part of this. I'd rather watch it from the sidelines, because I feel safe that way. I guess the odds that something can happen against me are just too high. Now, yesterday was one of those days. I mean, you have a trending day, man. You have a trending day yesterday. There's no reason to short this market. No reason. It never get close to end one time framing higher. Maybe here, right? But you have a breakout, right? Go with the breakout this day. And then you have an inside bar. But notice where this low, this inside bar is, and where the low of this period that continued. Because of course this is just one piece of information, right? But it tells us who is behind. Very short-term trading going on here. Now, the current contract is about to expire. September, I would consider September, I would consider the 14th to be the first day that was traded. June is steaming, it's dwindling now. It's going away. Volume is decreasing. Yesterday, for example, we had 354, which is basically nothing, right? Tomorrow is holiday, so this one basically has one more day, which is Thursday, right? Today and Thursday. Yeah, and notice how long this inventory is. Very super long. Yeah? Multiple distributions here. 6 distributions here. And the same thing is going on in Nasdaq. And now we have a saddle up here. And the lower side, I will keep this area, the 5,300 here. Right? As long as the market keeps trading above this level, this market is still to the upside. Now, but notice how elongated it is. Now this looks like short covering here. We have a range. This market is trading in range. It has been trading during this month. I guess last 3 or 4 weeks has been trading in range. It's trading in range mode. Range or balance guidelines applying. Now let me open. Now, the talk on the street, you will see retail talking about this market is going to crash. This market is going to 5,000. I have to be sure. That was the talk. It was also, it is just unbelievable how traders can get biased. Uh, because for the reason, for the only reason that the market is too high. I mean, that's the only thing that they have. This market is too high, it cannot be higher, right? And there was a lot of shorting here going on. You could see, those bursts to the upside, the rally, you could see the rally being fed by short covering. And of course, now you can, now in hindsight, you will see what happened to those, what happened to the market, right? It is curious how my only trades happened to the downside when in Nasdaq when the market opened as a counterreaction to or the overnight inventory. All right, the market is about to open. My charts may take about some time to update because I have multiple charts here, and when that happens, it is just too much data the window trader has to has to put here. All right. Here we are. Today we have overnight inventory fairly balanced. Very prominent POC. My main reference, and notice how this high, we have an all-time high, how this is no excess in this high. Remember, but that just like the inside bar here is one piece of information, this is also one piece of information only. All right? Okay, what I have here, my short-term reference, shorts, is this one. Okay, this is a late pullback low. Okay, what the market does relative to this late pullback low here. It's very important to me, or for me. Now, Nasdaq has actually took that low out. Right. So this is having downside, Nasdaq is having downside continuation. What I mean with that is, look at this. Check this. Compare this to the ES. ES has not taken this one. Nasdaq has taken this one. But Nasdaq is a different market. You don't trade Nasdaq the same way as you trade the ES. It's very thin. It is easier to manipulate. This is the area where the market became rotational. I have this as my main reference. Okay, let's call this one. And the second one for downside continuation would be closing these distributions here. All right, same goes to for Nasdaq. And I keep this one open. What I have here? This one, I don't need this one. This. I was checking something yesterday. Let's do something else here. Let me move this one out. Okay. Now look at why I keep two charts. This was right at half back. This wasn't. It was down here. Now it get this one. Just clear this one. This is just a couple ticks from. Obviously, they are trying to make a new high today. They're trying to extend the rally, which is very, very, very questionable. The market opened. Look at how the market opened, and it just shoots way high. Again, very low volume here. 62 is a little bit higher than yesterday. Some volume came here in the last 3 periods. And actually, the closing period was higher after being very low the whole day. And the run-off period decreased. Actually decreased, it was lower. Nasdaq has an excess, actually. The ES doesn't. We are having a short covering movement in the bond market. Please let me know if you have any questions here. What's in the mind of traders? There is a sudden rally. The training day were just, okay, this is going to break, this is going to break. We're shorting the market. All day long. Nasdaq actually was overlying inventory is quite maybe long. Here, let's trying to make a new high here. It's reaching. I'll put his side on this in this high here. Nasdaq is buying from the pullback low, late pullback low from yesterday. Now be careful there. Just be very careful. That market can actually is getting weaker. The movement is getting weaker. That market is having downside continuation relative to yesterday, and it's different than the years now. This week, the rollover, there's a lot of rotation here. You will see a lot of rotation here. And these kind of markets have a tendency to attract very short time frame traders. Retail, what we call retail. Now Nasdaq is trying to close, It's another time. This is the second time that that market is being bought from the late pullback low. It's being bought. I'm going to put it here. It's being bought from this late pullback low. Remember how we got this area, this level here? All right. The volume takes this. Oh, check it out. I did miss this. It was sold from this. Yeah, trending days don't have POC, but notice how this market was sold from POC. Right? Less than 15 minutes into the first period, about half of the volume we have yesterday. I believe it looks like we're going to have about same, maybe a little bit more volume. continuation of the liquidation that we have in Nasdaq yesterday will close, or we'll see this market closing these distributions, right? So far we have continuation because has taken the late pullback low. So we have one time frame lower now. Okay. But we are just 15 minutes into the session. The markets do or can do this kind of highs when they got too long as well. Notice where the low is, POC, settle, where the high is, what this market is trying to do. Check the Nasdaq as well. It's just an indication who is behind, right? Notice how this dries. You know, the dry, not too much volume. The pressure is to the downside. But who is doing that is the next question, right? There's a lot of minus here. There's something here high. Yeah. But what happens if there's a lot of negatives here, but the market keeps going higher? That means that there's absorption, right? There's just something there that is absorbing that selling, and not just absorbing, but buying on top of that. Now notice this is very interesting what's going on in Nasdaq. Notice how we have the pullback low here. This is Nasdaq. How we have the pullback low here. I hope this volume. First we have the volume drying, right? Tries to take high, it's sold, it's from POC, halfback. But how now traders see this level here as a support, from yesterday. Yeah, we are going to buy from this. This is the market where the market stopped yesterday. It's not going to go lower. All right? That's one of the things we must try to do is try to identify first try to understand what's going on, right? That's one thing. What kind of market do we have? We have a trending day, rotational day. What traders are trying to do, or what the market is trying to do. Next thing, who is behind, or who can be behind the movement? That's very important too. Who is behind this movement? It's a question that I ask myself all the time, all day long. Bonds are rallying, treasuries are going lower. They move in the opposite direction. That removes some pressure from the market as well. Now, what are the odds now? Right? After having a day like this inventory is very long. Okay? This is the first day or the second day of September. It's very, very long inventory. Very emotional market. Who is holding? Who is holding the inventory here? That's one question. That's one question. The second thing is, remember what we talked about in the morning, the dark pools and all that stuff. You know, that missing 1.5, 1.6 million contracts missing. Where are those? That's another thing that makes me aware, right? That makes me take this market, with a grain of salt. I just don't know. No, where those contracts went from, right? I just don't know. If I don't know what's going on, how can I do something, right? Or at least if I at least don't have an idea, right, of what can be going on, right? What can I speculate is, is that thing is what happened yesterday happening today as well? Who knows, right? I don't know. I would not know until the day is over, and I see the report. Until I see the CME report, which now it doesn't happen until midnight. Check this out. This is how mechanical this market is. This is a Dow. Now we have this mark here, this weekly high from this day. When the market has this, we have this trade during this day. It came a second time soft on that, and now look at where it's being bought from. Once this is taken, where is being bought from? What was resistance before, now support. Who is behind? Who do you think is behind this? For example, right? Who do you think is behind? It's just very quiet. Oh, you can see that. Here in Nasdaq, what I would see, what I would do in my charts, and this is something also, right? I would use, for example, I would check this, right? Instead of doing the ES, I would check. This is September. Okay, the gap here, none of the gap. The same thing with Nasdaq as well. All right, very integrated market here, right? This looks like short covering, upside extension, very integrated market. What's the Russell? I don't have November. I don't have September contract. It's just Russell, but I don't follow this that much. But you can see like a channel here, right? A lot of back and forth from the 50s. I'm going to change this to U24 instead of M. Maybe not. Maybe not. No, I will leave it as that. Maybe I will do that on Thursday. Nasdaq has closed the distribution, the upper distributions. Remember how we were talking about? Something that I forgot to mention. Yesterday, Nasdaq from the opening looked like the strongest index. Now, from the opening, it looks like the weakest, right? Okay, that's something I want to say. It looks like the weakest, If I compare Nasdaq to ES, or now that I have to just check the Dow as well, right? This is what I'm talking about. We were talking in Nasdaq, how this was a pullback low that was taken early in the opening. Downside continuation, we see this market closing this distribution, right? Now the next thing is the overnight low, and this one. This will be the next thing. This one here has been taken. All right. Now we close this. It shouldn't take. It shouldn't need much to travel to this opposite side. Okay. This is the next thing in the lower side. I still will keep the pullback low here. Also, this is one thing we know, right? Markets don't move in a straight line. Right? There's always a movement, some kind of directional move, either to the upside, to the downside, and then there's a pullback or there's a rally, and then you have it. Right? It's very rare to have, a break that follows a rally. Trending day to the downside that follows a trending day to the upside, or vice versa. The tendency is to have some rebalancing happening at these highs, right? Notice what happened here, for example, right? This also is, this break here, this day here, didn't close any of these distributions. We have 1, 2, 3 distributions in this day, and this market didn't close any of those. What it actually did is added more to what we have here. And to make things more interesting, you got more distributions here. Well, 1, 2, 3. So you have 5 in total in this day. Consolidation, rebalancing, call it whatever you want. And another time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 distributions. What's the next thing? You think. Traders will think. Okay, there's a couple days, a couple balance days that will add, consolidation or whatever, profit taking, call it whatever however you want to call it, and then we will have another upside movement. That's how they think, right? I'm not saying that is bad. What I'm saying is just trying to understand, try to get in the head of your competitors and head of your competence so you can use that for your benefit. Now, after a day like yesterday, for example, what do you think traders will be doing today? What do you think traders will be doing today? Traders will be buying us crazy. I missed yesterday. I'm not going to miss it today. I missed the rally yesterday. I am not going to miss it today. Hell no. I am going to be long from the opening. Right? That's what we think. What do you think? Think about that. Okay? Think about that. So we're having a good time here. Has like a good time. Oh no, you want it? Okay. I may have made my day actually. Now let's check. Let's check. Let's check the volume, for example. What M has as volume? Right. Look at what this low is. Total 114, right? So what we have in this market, in June market, is just extremely long inventory. September is getting long. All right? We have an overnight that has a very prominent point of control. This kind of POCs have the tendency to attract the market back and forth. Market rise just before the all-time high, which is yesterday's high. It just didn't take it, right? There is weakness in Nasdaq, man. That's my alarm. Take my medicines. Let's put Nasdaq here. This is very interesting here. Let's make it small here. Cedo. This is the late pullback. It didn't take it now, right? Now let's see if this market keeps trying to go higher. This is how markets get long. It is really early, okay? It is really early in the session to say that it's getting long, the inventory is getting long. All right? Notice where the selling is coming from here. Right? Exactly how back. The selling is coming from all-time high. Selling coming from hard back. Just be aware of that. I am not saying I am not going to be short here. Two different markets, right? Still, this Nasdaq has closed the upper distributions. It didn't travel to the opposite side of this one. Remember, there's nothing here. The market, if this is weakness, if this is a weak market, this market should have no inconvenience, no problem to go here. And then look at what we have here. Nothing, right? It just needs a little bit of selling pressure to move this market lower. I don't like it having here. I changed my mind. I will just put it on the side. It's too distracting. Sorry about that. Now, look at where Nasdaq is selling from, man. It's selling from. Okay, let's put it back. This is very educational here, and this is why I have two charts. For example, right? You see this in the ES as well. Notice how this is September and how is selling from the late pullback low from yesterday, and notice how June is not, right? It's not selling from the late pullback low. It's still far. Notice how this is, right? The very mechanical here, but not here, right? And sometimes You will see when you see this in the ES, you will see one market. They will see the market correcting this weak high, for example, um, and and then it will come back and correct in this market as well. I mean, in this contract, right? Not just in one, but the other. And this is it. I hope you got the idea the way I'm trying to say, because in this specific market right now, it's not quite obvious, right? You have this, but you also have saddle that's right here. You also have halfback that is right here, right? Multiple references here. Multiple references here. Taking halfback here may take saddle as well, but taking halfback here will not take saddle. It's Nasdaq, and being this close is actually it is not that much for that market. But if you take that information, okay, if you take those observations and use it in the ES, you will understand better. You will see how it works, or how market behave. There is, I believe, this is a predominant short-term traders, in control of today's trading. Now, I hope you're checking Nasdaq. Hope you're checking Nasdaq, and you'll see what you'll see what I was talking about. Nasdaq has just checked all those references in the upper side. Nasdaq has checked saddle, has checked halfback, has checked late pullback low. All those has checked in both contracts. We have an inside bar here. Really nice inside bar here. How much is between the high and the low? We have 56, right? 56, 51. That's 5 points. 5 points. If there is something, for example, what happened here, let's check over here. This was a nice. This was even better. This one here. How many points between this high, 14 and 9? 5 points, right? 5 points here. So, if this is breaking, if you take this break, you are risking basically here like 5 points. The market can come back all the way, maybe less than 5 points, maybe just to here. We're talking about 10, and here we're 14, like 4 points risk here. I take it. I'm not saying I didn't take this. I didn't take this. I did not take this trade. Well, and actually now I am using this. I am very aware. I will not forget this. This is very interesting here. Okay, because previous period halfback, all what happened came from this very mechanical. Labor. All right, don't forget. I will carry that piece of information. What else can I say today? Do you have any questions here? It is 10:10. Yesterday I went for breakfast at this time because I didn't see anything in there. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I am hungry now. Hello, Canada. Hey, UK. One one of the hardest things for a trader, you know, um, what trading is about, right? It is very there's many counterintuitive things here in this business. One of the things, for example, is trade. The market is made by you know thousands, millions of beliefs that are mixed together, right? The direction the market moves is the belief that has the most. When one belief has, the majority or grabs a lot of attention, when or what the most traders have, when most traders have the same belief, that's what the direction the market goes, right? And but it is a very, it is a business that is very, how can I say this, very individual. It is very, the root of the trade, right? Is I am going to get what you have if I think is of value for me. I am not going to think if that is expensive or that's cheap. Right? One of the things is if it has value for me. That's when I get something. You may think, okay, this is very cheap, so I am not going to give it to you. So you are thinking you are not having the value you think the, the contract or whatever you want to trade has, right? It's not fair, that's what you say. But that value, okay, is very relative for everyone. All these millions of participants that we are here in the same market has different beliefs. What you think is too expensive, another type of trader may think is, wow, this is a great deal, this is super cheap. I'm going to get it. Because he has another beliefs, they may have different plans, different views, different time frame, who knows? Right? I found many times discarded items on the street or in dumpsters that for other people is trash. When I did my works, I used to do remodeling, for example. There was many people, lots of people that used to tell me, I don't need this. could you dispose, or you can keep it, or you can give it to somebody else who needs it. That was trash for that person, right? It has zero value for that person. Even sometimes they were even willing to pay to somebody, to pay me to get rid of that stuff. Okay. But for me or for other people, it has a different. I have different. Okay, I can sell this, for example. I can get something from this, or I can give it to somebody who may not have the means, but may think that this is super valuable for them. That's the root of trading. That's the basics of trading. And coming back to what we started here, the beliefs, right? This trade or this business is very individual, right? It is me against everyone. It is you against everyone. It's your beliefs. And when you trade, when you are with another people, what you think is the right thing, when you hear somebody, if you don't have it, if you don't have the convictions, the right, or the conviction behind the beliefs, anybody can come in the way. Anybody can come in the way and make you have second thoughts about what you were thinking was the right thing to do. Right? That's one of the hardest things of trading. It's a very lonely business, and we humans are not, we are social animals. We like to be in companion. We like to have companion, right? I'm going to show you something here. This is something I don't want it. For example, this server, for example, there's a lot of craziness. Apex. No, where it is? No, I'm gonna show something else. There's a lot of craziness here. A lot of people. Look how many people. This lady has like 1,000, 2,000. I don't know how many in this group. Her business is not trading. He has another business there, right? And just got a lot of craziness going on here. And these are the things that I want. I got here. This stuff took me like 2 years to forget. I have something else here. Sometimes you can rescue something. I like crude oil. And he has an opinion. Where it is? Daily note. I like his report, his analysis of the market. He does a daily. Sometimes when I lost, I come here. I try to have another trader's point of view. He also was James, is one of the James students. I consider him kind of like a really reasonable trader. I don't know what all these are. This is the only thing I read sometimes, right? But all of these things that you can see here, even here, right, can be very distracting. Very distracting. And I try to do, we are just few people here. I try to do all the couple things, right? What we have today, and some market profiles, some, and yeah, I may have here. not much. And this is my personal, this is Jim's, and this is my. You know, I do here. I got some homework. This is part of my homework. I didn't do much yesterday, but very short. There's not too much to see here from my point of view. Just this is the main thing. Right? Be careful. Stay away from markets during this week. Relax and enjoy it. Tomorrow is holiday. We have a holiday. This is a short week. Not too many economic releases. Now coming back to the market, we still have an inside bar. Notice how different, how different is this period from this period. But what happened here, right? What happened? You may be thinking. Take a look. How this dries, but this one did not, right? The volume comes up here. You have a lot of volume on the upper side of this period. What do you think this were trying to do? What these are trying to do? Right? What might happen to them if they don't get what they were trying to do? There's a lot of rotation here in this market right now. Okay, it is 10:25. Unless there's any questions, I guess I'm going to call it a day. And wish you guys a wonderful rest of the day. Hey Katie, thank you, but no thank you. Alright guys, have a wonderful day. If I see something, I will post it in Discord. I tried to stream on Twitter again, but it's just not working. I guess I don't know what's happening there. Alright. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Stay safe. See you. Bye-bye.